If you've ever seen a raw, uncut diamond, you know it looks nothing like the glamorous sparkle that shows up in movies. In fact, fresh out of the ground, a diamond looks more like a confused pebble, wondering why humans make such a big deal out of it. And yet, somehow, that crusty little rock turns into a blinding, light-reflecting masterpiece that could outshine a lighthouse on vacation. I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, how are diamonds cut? Right here on Explaining Everything. Before we talk about cutting diamonds, let's talk about why that job is basically like giving a haircut to a superhero. Diamonds rank 10 on the Mohs hardness scale, which is the scientific way of saying, "Good luck scratching me, puny human." They're made of carbon atoms bonded together in a crystal lattice so strong that it laughs in the face of most tools. Because of this, you can't just whip out a kitchen knife or your uncle's toolbox and start slicing. Here's the twist. Even though diamonds are insanely hard, they're also brittle along certain internal lines called cleavage planes. Think of them like the diamond's natural break-here lines. If you hit the wrong spot with the wrong force, the gem can split clean in half, which is exactly why diamond cutters are paid to not panic for a living. Before cutting even begins, experts called diamond planners examine the rough stone under microscopes, lasers, and possibly stress-induced prayer. They map out the diamond's internal flaws, angles, inclusions, and cleavage planes to figure out how to get the most sparkle with the least heartbreak. Once the plan is set, it's time for the first actual cut. They don't use another diamond like knives in a rock-themed cooking show, and they definitely don't use metal. A normal saw would last about 4 seconds. Instead, diamond cutters use a diamond-coated saw blade or a laser, because apparently we live in the future. Traditional sawing involves a thin blade coated with diamond dust, the only thing strong enough to grind through another diamond. This process can take hours or even days, depending on the size of the stone. Yes, days. Your attention span didn't even survive this sentence without checking your phone. Modern cutting often uses high-powered lasers, which can slice with microscopic precision. Lasers don't care about hardness. They care about accuracy and making the diamond look like it's about to join the Avengers. Sawing usually divides the rough stone into multiple smaller pieces. This step is like deciding which child becomes valedictorian and which becomes an influencer. After the diamond is sliced into workable parts, it's time to shape it. This is the part where the diamond goes from angry crystal nugget to something that looks like an actual gemstone. The process is called bruting, which basically means rubbing 2 diamonds together at high speed. It sounds like something cavemen invented, but it works beautifully. Traditionally, 1 diamond spins on a lathe. Another diamond is pressed against it. Slowly, the round shape forms. This is how cutters create the classic round, brilliant outline. Yes, the same shape your friend shows off when they say, "It's not that big," while silently hoping someone will say it actually is. Bruting isn't only for round diamonds. Modern tools help shape everything from princess cuts to pear shapes to that one super-specific cut influencers pretend to care about. This step determines the diamond's outline, basically the gem's silhouette, before it becomes sparkly enough to guide aircraft. Now comes the part where diamonds earn their sparkle. Faceting. Facets are the tiny flat surfaces that reflect and refract light, making the diamond sparkle in ways that convince people it was totally worth eating nothing but instant noodles for 3 months. Fact check time. A classic round brilliant cut has 57 or 58 facets, depending on whether the cutter adds a tiny flat spot at the bottom. Each facet must be placed at a specific angle, to a specific depth, in a specific alignment, and with the emotional stability of the cutter still intact. Cutters use a tool called a scaphe, a spinning wheel coated with diamond dust. They press the diamond against the wheel at exact angles, shaping each facet with the precision of someone defusing a bomb while also solving geometry homework. One wrong angle and, poof, you've created a diamond whose sparkle resembles a tired phone flashlight. But when done right, light enters the diamond, bounces around like it's at a rave, and shoots back out in flashes of brilliance. That's the sparkle people spend their entire savings for. So, how are diamonds cut? With a combination of science, art, steady hands, and nerves of steel. The result is a transformation as dramatic as any reality TV makeover. A raw chunk of carbon that spent billions of years underground becomes a tiny light cannon capable of blinding dinner guests across the room. Diamond cutting is one of the most delicate and precise crafts on Earth, proving once again that humans will go to absolutely wild lengths for sparkle. If you enjoyed this deep dive into diamond cutting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and shine away. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.